Well, welcome to Training Peaks. This, I believe, is the most powerful training platform available, and I hope you utilize it to its fullest extent to get the most out of your training. So let's dive in. Let's start up here in the upper right hand corner at your name, and let's just talk briefly about the account settings and getting your account set up to start with. So if you'll click on your name here once you've signed up for your account and come to settings, then you're going to be given this account profile here to go through and put things together. As you can see, you've already got your contact information already provided that you have initially provided when you signed up. It's always nice to have a good headshot here so I can see all of my athletes as they populate on my side. So put a beautiful picture up there for me. If we haven't quite connected yet, in other words, if I haven't sent you an invitation to connect on Training Peaks, you can come right here and put in my email address and click add. And that's going to then add me as your coach. I love this feature here. You can synchronize your Training Peaks calendar, which we'll discuss here in a moment, with your other calendar of choice, such as Google or Outlook or Apple, as an example. So put in the web address there that's required to synchronize that, and you'll have your workouts sent to you in that regard. Another one I do really like, though, is the email options. You can check this box here to then add an email at a given time of the day. So if you are an early morning person, you can schedule that to be put in your inbox on the very top, say at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then that's going to be the first email with your workout on top there to get the day started. And of course, you can have those delivered at any time on a daily basis. If not, just uncheck that box. There are numerous apps and devices to connect to Training Peaks. So if you have an account like Strava or Garmin or MyFitnessPal for nutrition tracking, all of that can be added here with the new connection. And then you can come back and then manage those connections depending on what particular program you have connected to it. As you can see here, I have my Garmin watch, a couple of apps on my phone, and then my cycling system with my smart trainer that's all providing data back to Training Peaks here when I complete a workout. And of course, the notification center here is the last one I'll point out on this particular page. You can have peak performances and various other notifications delivered straight to your phone or email as well. This notification center here is going to be this little bell up here in the top right hand corner of your home page. So you'll see this with a red number in a circle on top of that bell when you have notifications as well. Down here under the zones, you have several different zones for different disciplines, and they're not necessarily going to be the same, obviously, for the different disciplines. So as you can see here, you're going to have different heart rate zones on the bike versus the run, and different power zones for both the run, if you have one of those pods that you attach to your shoestrings, your shoes, or power pedals on your bike. And obviously speed and pace as well is going to be different for the swim versus the run, as an example. So lots of different pace zones, speed zones, power zones, heart rate zones. So when you are looking at a particular workout into the details section of a workout, be sure to pay attention to what zone we are emphasizing on that particular day. Initially, these zones are automatically calculated from inputted data from your sign-up process, such as your sex and your age, your weight. All those types of metrics are going to give you a default zone for each one of these, as you can see here. But as you complete workouts and go along a training process, then the algorithms are going to pull in that data, and we're going to see changes in these zones over time as your fitness improves. Just quickly, I'll skip down here to equipment. Be sure to put in your various pieces of equipment, such as your bike and especially your shoes. My Garmin app tracks all of these things, so I do have all these metrics in that app. But if you want it to be placed in one place, then this is where I'd highly recommend that you do that. So as an example, being able to track your bike and how many miles you have on a particular bike, especially the tires after you've changed the tires, to be able to track the number of miles on a particular tire so you'll know when to change it. Same thing's true for your shoes, being able to track each workout with a particular shoe so that you know exactly how many miles you have on that shoe so that you can replace it at the appropriate time. Again, tires and shoes alike may look really good, but their functionality, because of the number of miles on them, may be compromised, and you'll want to look at getting new equipment. So again, tracking that equipment is really important. Your layout here, one thing I want to point out to you in particular are the metrics. So take a few moments here and browse through the available metrics that you may want to also keep track of, and the in use, so that when you go to add these metrics that we'll discuss in another video here, then you'll have those available to see, to be able to track those. But initially, if you want to take a screenshot of these or write these down, these are the ones that I want you to customize your metrics with so that you can input these on a daily basis if possible. So that's weight, sleep hours, sleep quality, fatigue, soreness, stress, yesterday's training, your overall feeling, HRV, or that's heart rate variability, sickness, injury, a notes section, motivation, mood, blood pressure, and pulse. And again, all of these I want you to customize so that they are currently in use within your Training Peaks account. And then finally, weather. Go ahead and put in your hometown here, and the weather will be pulled in then for your calendar. And that's always helpful so that you can see the upcoming weather lined up with every workout. Visually, it's very easy. Alright, so those are the settings.